Okay, so artificial general intelligence, AGI. Machines that think and learn like humans, not just, specific tasks, but like really understand the world. How would we even know if we'd actually made something that smart?
That is the question, isn't it? Easy to be fooled by AI, just mimicking us. True AGI. That's got to go way deeper.
Yeah.
Think of a parrot, right? Repeats phrases, but it doesn't get what the words mean. We need tests. Got to go deeper. See what's really going on in that machine.
Okay, so classic one, the Turing Test. Text conversation, you got to guess. Human or AI? AI fools ya, it passes. But I don't know, is it really that big a deal?
What was a big deal back then? 1950s. AI was, well, babies, basically, compared to now. Now we got chatbots. They can talk up storms, sound real smooth. But really, they're just running on scripts, patterns someone programmed. So Turing test, maybe it shows that AI's got language skills, but doesn't mean it's, understanding. Understanding.
Right, got to up the ante.
Yeah.
One grad schema challenge, right?
Yeah.
This one's all about nuance, common sense stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Two sentences, almost the same, but one word's different, changes everything. The trophy doesn't fit in the brown suitcase because it's too small. Humans, we know it means the suitcase, right? AI, not so easy. That's common sense, linking words to the real world.
Makes sense. So language, we got that. But doing stuff in the world. Coffee test, right?
Yeah.
Robot, your kitchen, got to make coffee from scratch. Sounds simple, but
Oh, deceptive, very deceptive. It's not just follow these steps. The robot's got to know about objects, what they do, how things work. What if the grinder's jammed? Water spills. We adapt, figure it out. AI, that flexibility, real-world smarts, that's the hurdle.
so it's not really about coffee at all. It's can the AI be in the world, like meaningfully?
Exactly. And that leads us to, well, think about this, robot college student test. AI enrolls, lectures, essays, exams, the whole 9 yards. All those skills, new concepts, thinking critically, applying it all.
Tough for any student, let alone an AI. It's not just memorizing. It's got to be getting it. Could an AI do that? Keep up with us?
Big question. Pushes the limits of what we even call intelligence. Beyond rote learning, that flexible thinking, creativity, that's human.
So we got AI, making coffee, going to college. What about a job? Employment test, is that it?
That's the one. Any job a human can do, no special treatment for the AI. All the jobs, surgeon, construction, chef, you name it. Could AI really step in, do it at our level?
That's more than just skills, right? It's teamwork, how you talk to people, reading the room, maybe even cracking a joke. All those little things that make a workplace, well, work.
Absolutely. Can AI get that? The whole human world, how we operate,
Yeah.
adapt to new stuff, problems pop up, build relationships with us. If it could pass that, that'd be something.
Yeah, beyond just specific tasks, like it's really in our world then. But there's one more test, and this one really makes you think. Ethical reasoning tests.
Oh yeah, now we're getting to the heart of it. Can AI think, not just logically, but morally? Our values, right and wrong, can it grasp that?
So not just smart, but like good.
Yeah.
How do you even test that in a machine?
Tough one, no doubt. Thought experiments, like the trolley problem, runaway trolley, gonna hit 5 people, but you can switch tracks, it hits one. Do you intervene? Save 5, one dies.
Hmm.
Forces us to think hard about tough choices, right? Could be a way to see how AI would handle that kind of dilemma.
Wow, that's heavy stuff. Not just logic, it's about human life, making choices when there's no easy answer. Could AI ever truly get that?
That's the question at the core of it. What are the limits of artificial intelligence? What does it even mean to be human?
This is getting deep. We've covered so much language, common sense, real world stuff, ethics. So where do we go from here? What does it all mean for AI for us?
Great question. And that's what we're going to dig into in the next part of our deep dive.
Can't wait to unpack it all. Stay tuned, folks. This is just the beginning.
So all these tests, right, trying to figure out, can a machine be as smart as us? But even if an AI aced them all, there's still this huge question.
Yeah, I think I see where you're going with this. Passing the test, does that really mean it's intelligent like we are? Or is it just like the best mimic ever?
Exactly, that's the core of it. Think about, someone playing piano. They can play perfectly, reading the sheet music, amazing, right? But then someone else sits down, improvising, composing, their heart's in it. Both impressive, but different kinds of intelligence.
One's following the rules, the other is creating, expressing themselves. Makes you wonder, can you program that in? Creativity, true understanding? Or is that, I don't know, just us? Human stuff.
Age-old question, philosophers, scientists, everyone's been arguing about it. Now AI is getting so good, it's even more relevant, right? Are we making a new kind of intelligence or just super complex machines that, fake it really, really well.
Mind-blowing when you really think about it. We're talking consciousness, what makes us human. We feel emotions. We have relationships. We experience the world, like, subjectively.
Oh.
Could AI ever really do that?
That takes us beyond computer science, right? Philosophy, maybe even spirituality. What does it mean to be sentient, aware, alive?
And even if we could make an AI like that, what then? Society, relationships, how we see ourselves, everything changes, right?
Imagine AI, not just a tool, but a partner, someone you work with, maybe even compete against. What rights would they have? What would we owe them? Human and machine, the line gets blurry. How do we live in that world?
These are questions we got to be asking now. We can't wait till the tech's so advanced we can't control it.
Like standing at a crossroads, we could create something amazing, help humanity in so many ways, but also potential for disruption, even danger if we're not careful.
It's a huge responsibility, not just for scientists, engineers. We need everyone, ethicists, philosophers, policymakers, everyday people, all talking about this.
Absolutely. The future of AI, it's not set in stone. It's what we choose to make it with every decision we make.
So about those choices, what are the big ethical things we got to be thinking about with AGI?
Well, one of the biggest right up front is bias. AI, it learns from data, tons of it. But if that data reflects our own biases, well, the AI picks that up too.
So if the data is skewed, favors certain groups or whatever, the AI could make unfair decisions, discriminate, even if it doesn't mean to.
Exactly. Like imagine loan applications, right? If the data mostly shows loans going to certain income levels or races, the AI might just repeat that pattern, keep those inequalities going. We got to be so careful what we feed these AI systems.
Like raising a kid, right? Show them only one side of things. They grow up with a limited view. AI needs to see it all, different perspectives, to understand the world fairly.
Great analogy. AI is a student, always learning, and just like a student, it needs guidance. Expose it to the right things, it can develop the right way.
So bias, that's big, but there's more, right?
Oh yeah, tons more. Transparency, that's a huge one. AI gets more complex, harder to understand how it makes decisions. That's a problem. Accountability, what if the AI does something wrong? How do we even know why?
Black box, right? Data in, answer out. But the process in between, who knows? And that's scary, especially if it's healthcare, finance, criminal justice. AI making choices that affect people's lives.
Exactly. Denying a loan, recommending a treatment, parole decisions. We got to know why, be able to check the AI's work, make sure it's fair.
Transparency builds trust.
Yeah.
If people don't get it, they won't accept the AI's decisions, even if they're good ones.
Like any relationship, right? Trust comes from understanding, communication. If we want people to trust AI, got to be open about how it works, what it's doing, how we're keeping things safe.
So bias, transparency, what else is keeping you up at night?
Well, with AGI specifically, control, that's the big one. These systems, they're getting smarter, more independent, got to make sure they stay aligned with our values, our goals, and that they don't, decide we're the problem.
The sci-fi nightmare, right?
Yay.
Self-aware AI turns on humanity.
We got to make sure that stays fiction. Design AGI with safety, ethics, write in the code, ways to monitor, control what it's doing, and a big off switch, just in case.
It sounds like it's more than just technical stuff. It's like a whole philosophy of AI, ethical principles, and making sure those principles are there from the start all the way through.
Multifaceted, yeah. But we got to tackle it head on. AGI could be amazing, but the risks are real too. Caution and optimism, that's the balance. Work together, make sure AI stays a force for good.
This has been eye-opening, really. So much to think about, the ethics, the potential of AGI. But before we wrap up, gotta ask, looking ahead, the future of AI. Hopes, fears, where do you see this going?
Wow, yeah, the big question, huh? My hope, honestly, that we use AI for good. The big problems, climate change, disease, poverty. AI could help us solve these things, make the world better.
That's a great vision. But I know you've got worries too.
Of course, always. What if we mess up the ethics, what we were just talking about? AI makes inequality worse, creates new problems. We have to be so careful, make sure it's developed the right way.
Technology is never neutral, is it? It reflects us, our values, what we choose to do with it.
Absolutely. The future of AI, it's not written yet. We're writing it right now.
What a powerful thought. So much to think about as we, head into the unknown.
We are, and I hope everyone listening will think about it too. Talking about this openly, honestly, that's how we make sure AI takes us somewhere good.
Great way to put it. So much to ponder, so much to discuss.
There is, and we've got more to unravel. The philosophy of it all, creating machines that might think, feel like us.
We've talked about the test, right? Seeing what AI can do. And that big question, what happens if it's as smart as us, feels like us even. But I feel like, I don't know, there's something else here, something we haven't quite touched on.
Oh, curious to hear where you're going with
Well,
this.
we keep talking about AI like it's separate, this other thing. But what if, trying to make it so human-like, we end up blurring the line?
Interesting, yeah. In some ways, it's already happening, isn't it? Smartphones, internet, we're so reliant on them. They're like extensions of our minds almost. Memory, navigation,
Yeah.
connection.
Exactly. We offload so much thinking to these devices. They're becoming, I don't know, part of us
Oh,
in a way. And AI gets smarter. That could get even more intense, right?
imagine it. AI assistants. So smooth, so integrated. They know what you need before you do, filter all the noise, even help you make choices. When does it become, I don't know, less like a tool and more like part of your thinking?
Merging of minds almost, human and artificial.
Yeah.
Then where's the line?
Mm.
Identity, free will. Does that even make sense
Big
anymore?
philosophical questions, yeah. No easy answers, but I think that's important, embracing that uncertainty. Maybe the future isn't human or artificial. Maybe it's something messier.
This whole conversation, it's really shifted how I see AI, what it could mean. It's not just about, making machines better. It's about what intelligence is, consciousness, what makes us human, all of that.
And that's what's so exciting about this field, right? Pushing the boundaries of tech, yeah, but also of what we know about ourselves.
This deep dive has given us so much to think about. The how-to of AGI, the philosophy, the ethics. Wow. I know I'll be chewing on this for a while.
Me too, definitely.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone listening, they'll keep thinking about it too. These aren't just questions for experts, they're for everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's our deep dive into artificial general intelligence. Such a fascinating topic, so much to explore. Until next time, stay curious and keep asking those big questions.